miss whenever you used to say, like, go Tigers for the LSU games. I miss when you used to say, who dat for the Saints games. Like, that's basically all the message was. Basically, like, I miss you. I understand that everybody moves on and accepts in their own time. Yeah. I understand that. But think about the full picture. Like, the last phone call we had right before we had our last court. Basically, leave Ken, come back with me. I know that it's Ken's baby, but I will raise the baby. Appears in thin air.
That's crazy though, man. That's crazy. Is it me? But you know when like Gypsy's talking sometimes when she's like ahead of certain angles, she looks like Ryan, you know? Like in that scene, the way she had her eyes squinted and she was tilted to the side. I was like, wait, is this Ryan talking right now? But anyway, the matter of fact is for Ryan to offer to be the father for that child and just for her to leave Ken is nasty work. Desperation levels are on a serious high. That's how you know that guy's messed up. I mean, we been knowing the guy's messed up because why would he go for Gypsy in the first place? You know what I mean? Especially, you know, marrying her and all that kind of stuff without even barely even knowing the girl. Nah, nasty work. Absolutely nasty work. But either way, though, Ryan, I have no respect for that dude.
Saying that, but one day he might grow hate because it's a constant reminder of Ken.
To see what happens with me, and he's preventing himself from meeting somebody that could be the love of his life. It could be the perfect person for him. Right. January.
Like she cares about him finding someone. She'll probably get jealous if Ryan generally finds someone, moves on. She'll probably contact him because at this moment in time she has blocked his number, but he tried ringing her again, so she blocked him. But if she was to find that he's moved on, I guarantee she'd be comparing, okay, let me see what this girl's got that I didn't have, because some people are just built like that, you know? And Gypsy gives me those kind of vibes. So, yeah, Ryan, find someone and let's see how Gypsy reacts. I'm just curious.
To current times, I have been distancing myself from my old physical appearance. Really want to put as much distance as I can between the old me and the new me.
Are you ready? Bottom teeth here.
The divorce about ready to be finalized. That allows me to fully move on and go where I want to go with my life and forge my own path.
Listen, I understand obviously her wanting to put her past behind, especially like, you know, the childhood era of herself and whatnot, you know what I mean? But for her, if she really generally thinks that changing her appearance is going to put things in the past, she is bonkers. To put things in the past, it's more than just changing your appearance. You know, you've got to, you know, potentially either one, maybe go to therapy, depending if that's a thing for you, you know what I mean? And you really, the main thing is you need to change your mindset. You know, it's all about your mindset, you know, obviously how you're choosing to go forward, okay? And living with the choices that have happened in your life, okay? And accepting them, embracing them even for that matter, do you see what I'm saying? Make them being a part of who you are, understanding that these things are the things that happened, but these are the same things that I don't want to happen again, so therefore I'll use these things as my motivation to keep going forward in life rather than to go backwards in life, you know? So the grand scheme of it, I hope she doesn't truly believe that just getting a few changes to your face, whether that be your nose, your teeth, and your hair color, all that kind of stuff. I hope she truly does not believe that those things are enough to put her past in her past. And also, her past will always be in the media. So if she really wants to put her past like in the past, she probably has to come off social media too. And we know from last episode that this girl was hell-bent on checking social media for her name every single freaking day. But talking about appearances, and talking about, you know, if Ryan was to move on, would she compare and be jealous? Well, I feel like we finally found out why Gypsy actually dyed her hair blonde. And we're going to get into that shortly into the video.
I think this is definitely a better relationship for you. And I don't want you just to be like, oh, I'm pregnant, I have to get married now.
Yeah.
And, like, enjoy each moment.
5 years.
I mean, that would be nasty work, though, wouldn't it? It would be nasty work if getting married just because you got pregnant. Like, but the thing is, though, everything that's gone around, that's gone on with Ken and Gypsy and Ryan has always been, it's all been a hot mess. It's all been a hot freaking mess. It's been built for disaster since the beginning, isn't it?
We were separated. I had it in my mind that he left me for another woman and the fame. I'm still grappling with having to retrain my mind and my heart not to hold that resentment anymore. Just to keep being reminded that he was in another relationship while I was crying my eyes out at night.
I mean, I get the fact that obviously Ken is the one that broke up with her, so of course she'd be the one crying her eyes out and she'd be the one that be resentful of the fact that he moved on. But here's the thing though, let's talk about this. This guy left you to be with somebody else. The relationship he had with somebody else didn't work out and he came back to you. Gypsy, that should tell you one simple thing. You were a rebound to him. He didn't want you the first time, but then the second time he came back and said, you know, F it. I know that girl still wants me. I don't want to be alone, and also she's gonna come with a good financial backing because of who she is at the moment in time. Like, you're nothing but a rebound paycheck for him. Like, that's how it's coming across. You know, people that return home, people that return to someone, it's usually because they went somewhere else, the grass wasn't green enough, so they think, oh damn, it was better, it was easier with that other person, and I don't have the effort or the confidence to meet someone new. So therefore they go backwards instead. So, just saying.
This shaving cream. And what is this? The hairbrush of an ex-girlfriend.
That's actually mine. I used to have mine.
With blonde hair.
Uh-oh. Is this why Gypsy really dyed her hair blonde? Is she trying to replicate what the ex looked like? She's like, yeah, I gotta make sure I look good enough. I don't want her to leave me ever again for somebody else. What kind of hair did she have? Oh, she had blonde? Oh, I'm gonna go blonde. Some people do this though. Some people do this, you know. This is a known thing. You know, where some people, they will stay, if they see their man, you know, looking at someone, blah, blah, they'll try and make themselves look like that person. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. And usually these things happen when the relationship itself isn't strong anymore, when the relationship is going downhill. So therefore they seek ways to try and convince their partner that, hey, I'm the only person you should be looking at, blah, 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 blah. And to be fair, like, it is notoriously known that women who take back their men after their men have cheated, they would try and look as much like, they'll try and look as much as the woman that their man cheated with, because they feel like, oh, maybe that's what she had that made him want to leave me or whatever. So if I look more like her, then maybe da-da-da-da-da. Do you see what I'm saying? It is something that is known to have been a thing, but it's not really spoken about.
I mean, maybe someone else used it.
That's what I thought. Something should be disregarded in the past. The thing, I'm always finding stuff of his ex-girlfriend all around. I mean, they were together for 4.5 years, so I guess I can understand that, but...
It's just wild how this conversation has just come up. But then again, to be fair, they are packing and whatnot, and she's seeing things now that's obviously bringing up the situation. So maybe that's what obviously triggered the conversation. Do you know what I mean? It's either that or Gypsy's just nuts. Or it's just two, or it's both together, to be honest, because we know she's nuts. But listen, at the end of the day, each time a new episode comes out, I just feel like she just basically exposes other things about herself personally. In this one here, in this video itself in particular episode, I'm gonna say that you know, what were the real intentions behind your hair being dyed? But also on top of that, we also got to talk about her feeling like she needs to change her physical appearance to put her past behind her, which again can work, but that's not all that works. You need more than just that, you know. Is Gypsy the kind of person to understand that she needs to also work on her mental state of mind for that to actually work? Well, very, very subjective. So let me know what you think about that. Do you think she has the ability to even think about that? For me personally, I'm going to say, hell no. Hell no. Otherwise, she would have mentioned it. Like, why haven't you mentioned it? Do you see what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Oh, yes, another way. And then obviously Ryan needs to he needs to grow up. Oh yeah, and Gypsy needs to realize that she is, in my opinion, she was a paycheck rebound. A paycheck rebound. She was in a position where somehow the ground was green, the grass was greener with her than it was with whoever he was with before. Nonetheless, though, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.